Okay, so today we're doing numbered heads together. So if you're at school, that's what we're doing. If you're not at school, we miss you. I'm sorry I keep flipping through these slides. I'm trying to get the pen tool to come up for me. So we're actually working on writing equations and then solving them. So a store rents power washers for $7 per hour plus a $15 rental fee. So we've got $7 per hour plus a $15 rental fee. And that gives us a total of $435. So from there, we're going to subtract 15 on each side. And we get 7H equals 420. We're going to divide by 7. And we get H equals 60. So he makes $60 per hour. So how many hours? No, he doesn't make $60 per hour. How many hours did he rent the machine? With 60 hours. So he rented the machine for 60 hours. All right. Pete earns $8.50 per hour. Plus tips. So plus tips. He received $16 in tips. On Tuesday, he got a total of $50. How many hours did he work? So I'm going to subtract 16. So I got a total of 38 equals $8.50. I'm going to divide by $8.50. Remember, waiters and waitresses make very low wages because it's thought that they make up their wages in tips. So $38 is what his hourly rate was, and then I'm dividing it by $8.50. So he gets, did I subtract? Oh, I didn't subtract that right. That should be 34. A little bit tired on Saturday morning. 34 divided by $8.50. There we go, $4. Or 4 hours, I'm sorry. So he worked for 4 hours. Okay, so he got $8.50 an hour, and he worked for 4 hours, and he got $16 in tips. Okay, the cost for a pool membership for a family at the community pool is $350 plus $125 per month. So it's like a joining fee. So you pay $350 once and then $125 each month. They paid a total of $1,350. So they want to know how many months did the family use the pool. So I'm going to subtract off the one-time fee. And then we're going to look to see how many months the family used the pool. So I've got 1,000 divided by 125. And I get 8. So the family used the pool for 8 months. All right, now we have to pick an equation, which is a little bit harder. So Martha earns X dollars a day and is charged $3 a day for lunch. So this happens every single day, so it goes together. So that's why I'm going to use parentheses. Okay, and if I'm charged that money, that's going to be subtraction. So we can keep that in mind. At the end of a $5 workday, she's earned $235. Which equation could be used to determine the amount of her daily earnings? So she earns X dollars a day and is charged $3 a day for lunch. So that would be this one. Max read a third of his novel at school. So a third of his novel. And then he reads 22 more pages when he arrives home. So plus 22. Making 127 pages read so far. How many pages are in Max's novel? So he read a third of the novel at school. He reads 22 pages when he arrives home. Making 127 pages read so far. How many pages are in his novel? So I'm going to subtract 22. So I have 1/3 x equals 105 times 3 on each side. X equals 315. So there are 315 pages in his novel. Eddie made a video. It included a 5-minute introduction. So the beginning is the 5 minutes, followed by short segments. Each segment was 8 minutes long. So plus 8-minute segments. So they're all the same length. The video was 149 minutes total. Okay, how many segments were in his video? So I'm going to subtract the 5-minute introduction. So I have 8-minute segments, and that's a total of 144 of those minutes. I'm going to divide by 8. It's a 4 right there. So each segment was 18 minutes long. Mrs. Robertson has 5 more students in her class than Mr. Smith. Together, they have 57 students. So we have Mrs. Robertson and Mr. Smith. So we have Mr. Smith's class, and then we have Mrs. Robertson's class, who has Mr. Smith's class plus 5, right? And together, they have 57 students. Which equation could be used to find the total number of students in Mr. Smith's class? Well, I know that that's 2 S's, so 2S plus 5 equals 57. So I'm going to subtract 5 on each side. So that would be 52. Divide by 2. S equals 26. So let's see, is 26 plus 31 going to give me 57? Yep. Because Mrs. Robertson's class has 5 more students. Yep, that works. Oh, had to be that one. I was too quick. Okay, Mrs. Watson's age is 5 more than 2.5 times her son's age. 5 more than 2.5 times. So 2.5x plus 5 equals her son's age. She's now 55. How old is her son? Minus 5. So I get 2.5x equals 50. So I'm going to divide by 2.5. So what's 50 divided by 2.5? X equals 20. Tickets to a play cost $344.50 for a group of 12 adults and 10 children. Each adult ticket costs $18.50. What is the cost of one child's ticket? Okay, well, I know that the 12 adult tickets are going to be 12 times $18.50. Well, what's 12 times $18.50? 12 times $18.50. That's going to be $222. So $222 plus 10x equals $34.50. So now I'm going to subtract off the adults. And now I have 10x equals and I'm going to divide by 10. I get $12.25. Tracy works at the Pizza Palace. She earns $4.50 per hour plus tips. She earned a total of $156. And she got $52.50 in tips. How many hours did she work? That makes more sense. So I'm going to divide by 450. $23 hours. Mary bought a special cup of coffee for $9.50. Each refill cup cost 50 cents. She spent $20 last month. So $9.50 plus 50 cents for a refill. That gives you $20. How much did she spend on refills? So minus $9.50. So we have 50 cents per refill. She's got $10.50 in refills divided by 50 cents. Divided by 50 cents. She got 21 refills. A school rented a banquet room for $110. They also paid $15 per person at the banquet. The total bill was $1,460, which equation models the total cost. Well, okay, so they paid $15 for each person plus just a flat fee of $110. So they didn't pay $110 for each person, so that's why we're not using those parentheses. Then it was the total bill was $1,460. So the person rate goes with the 15. So it should be C. A taxi ride cost $3 plus 60 cents per mile. Miss Jackson was charged $15.60. How many miles did she ride? So $3 plus 60 cents per mile equals $15.60. So I'm going to subtract the $3 just for getting in the cab. $12.60 divide by 60 cents. So she went 12.6 divide by 0.6. 21 miles. That wouldn't get you very far in New York. Sammy and her 4 friends, that's 5 people, went out to lunch together. They all ordered the exact same thing, but Sammy was the only one who ordered dessert, which cost $3.75. So she's the only one that's going to be paying for her dessert. The total bill was $27.50 before tax and tip. Man, that was really cheap. How much did each person pay for lunch? So minus $3.75. So $27.50. $23.75 divided by 5. P equals $4.75. Each person paid $4.75 for lunch. Can you imagine? You can't even get McDonald's for that. All right. If you have any questions or need any help, just let me know. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.